Currently, there are 284 students enrolled at Highlander, and this year we had about 220 students participate in after-school programming at some point during the school year. But what I think is even more amazing than that, about 75% of those students come to after-school virtually every single day.
When I think of the future of after school, I think about a building that really embraces the community around it, both providing services to the community as a whole beyond just providing education for the children and youth of the community. And I envision a school building where learning takes place all the time, where there isn't a school bell that rings at the end of the day that stops learning.
Excellent. You have some nice words there. Fine. That's a good find.
After school is definitely a misnomer for what occurs at Highlander between the hours of 3 o'clock and 5:30.
There's two components that keep the thread going from during the day to the extended part of the day. And the first part is the AmeriCorps folks spend their day in the classroom assisting the teacher, so that in the extended day they take that learning from the actual academics, but also the classroom management and the school culture, and they just carry that over into the after-school program.
I live not that far from here, and it gave me the opportunity to connect better with their parents and understand better the setting of the school, what we have to do, how to communicate with those parents, and how to provide the opportunities that the kids need. I have a daughter, so I know that sometimes getting many opportunities for them is kind of hard. So having the opportunity to have those activities here in the after-school program, it's great. Like many of the classes like language, dance, and all that here in the community is hard to get them. And it's good that they are provided here in a safe environment.
Pretty much all of these things could be done inside too,
As
right?
everything else is done at Highlander, Dana Borrelli does an amazing job of looking at the whole child. So it's not just about academic support, although academic support is a key piece of that, in extending the learning day throughout the afternoon time frame. But it's also about making sure that each individual student's needs and interests are met, so that we're looking at that range of opportunities for our kids to explore things they wouldn't have an opportunity to explore, including what their own interests are.
The enrichment activities I think that we offer at Highlander are second to none. I don't know any other school that offers the choices for activities that we do. We have art classes every day, we have sporting events every day, we have languages every day. We've recently started a golf program, and we have to coordinate having a bus come and pick up the students every week. And when we get there, there's volunteers waiting, and then there's a golf pro waiting there for them, all to expose them to something that and enrich their time here at Highlander beyond what we can offer perhaps during the school day hours.
It's very hard in the school day to give kids complete choice, right? There's a set of things they have to learn, there's a set of standards that have to be met, there's a whole structure and organization to education that says, yes, of course you can give them some choice, but of course they can't choose to never do math at 8 years old. Of course they can never make that choice, though they may like to, they never can, right? So where can you give them full choice and then present it always in the most interesting and fun way? After school. And if you're really thoughtful and creative, they're learning all the things they need to know for the day, but they're doing it based on something they're interested in, because every aspect of an academic skill is in most people's interest area.
So this is called tagine. Can you guys say tagine? Tagine, and it's very, very delicious.
One of my AmeriCorps members had recently graduated from Johnson & Wales University and decided instead of getting a full-time job, she would do a year of national service through our AmeriCorps program. She had major interests in culture and diversity and really wanted to share those interests with students at Highlander, but in a learning environment. So we developed a class together where every week students would be traveling to another country. And in that, she would transform a classroom into this different country. And the idea right from the beginning became absolutely incredible. And that class has run now for 30 weeks.
And the doctor thought she would never walk again, and then she went on to be...
We've really ramped up the tutoring programs. The classroom teachers during the day take an hour in the after-school program and will tutor either reading or math. Another piece to that is the peer tutoring. So it's like such an exciting moment when you have a student who's been struggling in math for years finally graduates and they get to be a tutor for someone who's maybe a year or two younger than them. It's what a boost in confidence to actually teach what you were struggling in.
Jeremy Bove, our 7th grade math and science teacher, he volunteered to run the baseball team this year. These teachers are already working so hard, but to have them also volunteering their time to run extra things is really going above and beyond.
Really, really well. Anytime that ball is hit,
The athletic teams certainly bring to Highlander a whole nother level of community building, because when you have a team sport after school, you're bringing families together, you're bringing the community together, and it gives the kids an opportunity to feel like they're able to participate in a sports team that belongs to their school.
To assess something based on one thing is energetic that they would take.
There really is a need for parents to have after school, and there really is a desire among parents to have after school programming, and not just to have after school programming, but to have high quality programming where they know that their child is getting the opportunity to learn, getting the opportunity to become a more well-rounded individual, and getting the opportunity to interact with other children in a safe place where they can really excel.
I appreciate that many of our families buy into our program and do pay a small fee every session for after school. But I want to be able to continue this programming with outside forms of funding and leverage other funds so that I can keep programming at a really high level of quality for a very low cost for families. Right now we're running programming from 7 o'clock in the morning until sometimes 7:30 at night with family classes for 50 cents a day. Once people come and visit and see the programs that we do and see the things that go on here every single day, I've never had anyone walk through the door and see our program and not turn to me and say, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen my whole life." How can I go in one room and kids are playing a Pokemon tournament and the other room is going on a trip to Morocco while there's kids outside practicing for baseball practice, while there's a class learning about tribal designs from Ghana, all happening in the same time in the school. I just think it's the coolest thing.